good, people? This is SimFBallCritic, and thank you for stopping by the channel. And we're going to take a look at a few things here. I want you to notice the route that Antonio Brown is running, and look at how the corner is playing it. Did you see that? We're going to show it to you again in instant replay. Where have you ever seen coverage like this? This is not football, people. And as you can see in the title, we're going to talk about read and react. That's a feature that's being, confirmed that it will be in NCAA 13, and I couldn't imagine why it wouldn't be in Madden 13. So my question is, will read and react prevent these types of outcomes? As you see, I run the same play again. He does the exact same thing. Now take a look at what he does when I run a slant. This time, he'll actually play it relatively well. He gets beat. I can live with that. But let's take a look at it from his perspective. What you're going to see is he goes into his back pedal. He's watching the receiver because he's backing up, and Antonio Brown does a hard slant. He can't recover fast enough. Boom, he's broke right there. Now he's trying to chase him down. The CPU does not give him an advantage and speed him up. I can live with that outcome. Now, let's take a look at what happens when I run another pattern, the curl. And what you're going to see here, Revis is in his back pedal, but of course he does that infamous turnaround. He starts to run. And people understand this. I don't have a big problem with him turning around to run, but I need to see these DBs pay more attention to the ball and the receiver. We all watch football. If you turn around and run like that, it's like a split second. Within a second or two, you're already turning back around to see where the ball is, or you're looking at the receiver. You don't just run, blindly just run down the field like you're in a track meet. All right, now I decided to go to the other side of the field, and I want you to take a look at how Cromartie is playing his side. He actually does a little bit better than Revis, but boom, right there. There's the route mirroring. How does he know where I'm going? As well as, look at this animation. Look at the poor animation that they put Cromartie in. It's almost like he goes into that animation before he even knows the ball is there. This can't happen. The read and react needs to eliminate these types of things. The interactions between the wideout and the DB, as well as the animations, has to get a boost. It needs to be more organic going forward. Madden 13 needs to have these things, not Madden 14. All right, now here's a bonus clip, man. Take a look at what's happening here. Look at the linebacker. Okay, people, again, I understand football. There are times when a linebacker is put in a zone and he runs straight back to his, to his spot, turns around. Okay, I can live with that. But it's not too often, like I said before, you're going to see him just run blindly down the field like that without looking back to see where they need to be, locating a receiver, or locating anyone else on offense, any other threat in his vicinity. This guy never looks at anyone. He just immediately runs right to a spot, and all of a sudden he knows exactly when to turn around. Now keep in mind, this is a CPU-controlled linebacker. This was not a user-controlled linebacker, even though this is a user versus user game. Also, look at the animation that Brett Selleck has put in. I'm so tired of seeing that. I guess they're showcasing acceleration, but this is the lack of animations that causes that. And that's the same reason why sometimes we see a speed burst. Now in this instance, the ball is actually being thrown slightly behind him. So why would he go into an acceleration animation? And that's another problem. People, I threw this ball clearly to his outside shoulder. Look at all that field I got. And this is where they place the ball. Ball placement has to make its presence in Madden 13.